All right, gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the show, Quarantine Edition.
Quarantine edition.
Quarantine edition, yes. I like this too. This conference like calling, especially when we got such a distinguished guest on here,
Oh, yeah.
That's right. That's right.
For fans of the show, you may remember Uncle Pooh Bear.
Yeah, good or bad, but he knows his beer.
He's all the way in Chicagoland right now, or so-called Chicagoland, as he likes to call it.
Yeah. So-called, right. Yeah. Hey, how y'all doing, everybody? To the what we up to 57 fans?
We're in the 50s. I think 53 or 54.
Nice. Soon to be 57 then. How about
Hopefully.
The connoisseur, he's going to boost the rating there. Because he's going to tell us all about this good beer. It's hard to come out, but I got it out.
Well, I had to make sure I picked something special for y'all to make sure we up the beer game around here.
Well,
I've been watching and seeing what you've been drinking.
Grandpa got something for you today. You want to unveil your choice, Grandpa?
He did brought out the good stuff, huh?
Oh, I got the good stuff on the other end,
Yeah.
I ain't classing with you now. In fact, I don't know too much about that end you on.
So break it out, Grandpa. Show them what you got.
Oh, I didn't. I thought you didn't. Oh, I see. I'm at the big screen and the computer didn't show it. There.
Brought out the Corona.
Oh my gosh! What?
I was
We're in the middle of the coronavirus, and you get the Corona beer?
He brought it out.
I was thinking y'all could see it. Y'all don't. The camera's on.
Now we can.
Huh?
Now we can.
But I'm going to my laptop. See.
Oh yeah.
Well,
We'll figure that camera thing out for you, Grandpa. But I mean.
Yeah. It's been a rough go at it.
Yeah. But like I told you, Grandpa, I found the last case of Labatt's in my local liquor store. So I'm like, let me get some Labatt's going.
You got some Labatt's here. Okay, so I got some.
Oh my God.
I had a little Heineken, but I said I want to say that the next time.
Well, we did. You know what? At this point, we just whatever you can find to drink, join us.
Just turn it into the drink one and have a conversation, huh?
Yeah, what else you gonna do? This is
a beer and a conversation.
Where you got, Pooh? You didn't flash the whatever the $7 beer, as Grandpa likes to say.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's the name of that, man? Garbage.
So this is garbage. This is a 2018 Bourbon County brand stout with the orange peels.
Oh, okay. Let me write that down.
Oh man, I should be over in Chicago. I could sample that and see what it's
18. You said Bourbon County?
Yeah, Bourbon County.
Stout with orange peel.
It has stout aged in bourbon barrels with orange peels and coca nibs added.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. That actually sounds kind of good.
Yeah.
Uncle Pooh Bear sending us his cast-offs that he don't want to drink.
So this is that beer that's aged in the bourbon barrel. So it has the bourbon overtone to it.
Oh.
And it's high in alcohol volume. So this is 15.2% alcohol.
Oh yeah. You're going to be sitting there for a while. You
might
wake up in Egypt after this.
Yeah.
Corona don't need no introduction. I'm just going to pour a good hit and y'all see what a good beer looks like, huh?
Oh, man. Okay.
Grandpa, you got to move it more towards the laptop camera, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to pour it, you got to pour it, people can see.
Yes, yeah, I'm over here. Okay, I'm center stage now, right?
Yeah, you're center stage. We can see you perfectly.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that technique.
Look at the technique. It's all together.
It's all together.
Oh, man. Perfect head, Oh, how about that?
That looks absolutely terrible.
How about that?
It looks terrible. What's wrong with my screen? Somebody take it off my screen. Oh, my God.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? I was thinking though, Freddie,
Mhm.
I can't remember that home beer we had. When I say home, the cap beer. But it was pretty good though, wasn't it?
The cap beer.
I'm on Africa beer.
Ghana, yeah.
Oh, when we was there. Oh yeah, what was we drinking? I forgot what we were drinking.
I did it too, but hey, it wasn't a bad beer, huh?
See, it's actually, speak on Ghana or Guyanese beer culture since y'all were there. What was it like?
Just like good old, I'd say it tastes more like a European beer. What do you say?
Yeah, I agree. Like a European lagers. That's really what they had.
Yeah, like a European lager. That's what it tastes like.
Yeah,
But
yeah. The same old basic. Like a Budweiser, think like Budweiser, something like that.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty watered down, but it's it's so hot in those climates, you can't drink stuff 15%, to the night, So if you're gonna do some day drinking, you're gonna have to drink it. So Pops and I was up on the rooftop at the hotel eating our breakfast, and we would enjoy us a beer or two.
Oh yeah. But you did it. You got 3 or 4.
Well, we gotta warm up.
Oh man, if you go lay down, I had to go lay down and go to bed.
After breakfast?
Up in the morning, you still sipping that.
Oh yeah. I was taking in that view, man. It was like a beautiful view the whole time.
It was a beautiful view.
Yeah, that was really nice. We was in a nice spot.
Well, break down break down your beer ranking. Hey, Grandpa, you go first since we are impacted by Corona.
It needs no introduction. It's already good.
And what does Corona taste like during the pandemic?
Brewed in Mexico, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's brewed in Mexico, and they make a good beer. I think last week I had some Deus Exes, didn't I?
Yeah, you definitely had some Deus Exes.
Deus Exes, yeah.
You definitely had some Deus Exes last week.
He definitely had some Deus Exes.
This time I got some Corona.
Oh yeah.
And as usual, like I said, it needs no introduction. So I'm gonna start out like I always do. Can't be under 5.5 to start with. Finish this stuff, it's gonna be 6 something.
The Corona Extra starts at 6. You got the pandemic bump.
The pandemic bump. I got that stuff down about a 2, man. That's maybe a 1.5, 1.5.
What's that? Corona?
Yeah.
Man, evidently you ain't had none, have you?
Man, I wish I didn't.
Evidently.
I know what somebody did. They just they fool you, man.
They booed me? Nah, they cheering, man, because I know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Hey, check this out. This is the hostage rescue bottle opener.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah. Trying to show it. You can see the eagle.
Yeah, I can see that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hostage rescue bottle opener.
Yeah, I went all out, man. I went in my beer cellar. I went and got some good beer. I got some aged beer from 2018. I broke out the hostage rescue opener. I was coming to the Untitled Beer Show. I had to bring it, man.
Okay.
I'm showing out now.
Yeah, you come with your best foot, eh?
Yeah.
It smells great. It's like heavy chocolate right now.
If you come with your best foot, what you gonna do when you try to equal what we drinking?
I ain't going down there. Let you get some of that.
Wait, so you're saying it's got a chocolatey smell, but it's got chocolate orange peel. That's interesting to think about.
Yeah, the cocoa nibs is like really coming through. I just had some water in my glass. I didn't want to mess it up. Yeah, so and it's got the orange peels. So I know it's gonna pour really dark.
Mm-hmm.
So 2018, got a little head on it.
That's 20 what now?
2018?
Can you explain? Maybe you explained in the previous show, but can you explain us a little bit more about why the year matters for a beer like that?
I'd like to know.
Well,
you don't have to age no beer, do you?
Huh?
I said beer don't have to be aged, does it?
It doesn't have to be, but there's a class of beers now that you can age and that actually get better over time. So like stouts and beers that have like 10% or more alcohol, they actually continue fermenting over the years. So it like continues to change in complexity and then increase in alcohol by volume. So like since this is like 2 years old now, it's listed at 15.4, but it's probably higher than that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to speculate. Maybe 16%. I wouldn't imagine it's too much higher at this point. But yeah, and then like some of the bitterness like fades away.
Yeah.
Just depending on the style of beer. But I just know what the bourbon counties tend to do.
That's the 2 for $5, eh?
Yeah, 2 for $5.
I think that's what I'm thinking, 2 for $5.
Let's see, 2018. So when these were out, they were selling like about $25 a bottle. So it's probably, $40, $50 for the bottle.
Drinking now, eh?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot. I mean, what makes because the way I'm thinking about it in my limited understanding, what makes that not a port? You know what I mean? Like, doesn't it get like thicker or more rich as time goes on?
Oh man. First of all, that was excellent. Wow, that was great. Yeah. Woo, I'm excited.
Can you taste
my birthday Friday, so this was a good lead in.
Can you taste the orange feeling?
You don't really taste it, like you get the hint, like the zesty of the orange, right? Like in the back.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like.
It's not pronounced, though. You can't just say.
No, it's not like drinking orange juice.
Yeah.
Not like drinking orange juice.
Yeah, the chocolate is pretty forward here, but you still got like when you exhale, you get like the bourbon. You know how you drink bourbon, right? Like, and then when you exhale, you can like really smell it and feel it. So that's kind of how it is when you exhale.
So like it like coats your palate is what you're saying?
Yeah. Like you kind of taste it in your nose, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it's real smooth. I like it because it's complex. Like it tastes, you taste it on the front palate, the mid palate, then after you swallow, you still get more. See, Corona's Corona. Like it go in like water and come out like water. Go in one way.
Go a little bit deeper into that front palate and rear palate.
Yeah. So front palate, mid palate, and back palate. Like, so depending on like the flavors that are included, you will taste it in different places in your mouth. So like it could go in, taste it.
I don't know, what is the front palate then? Is that where the Corona be at?
Man. Yeah. Corona would be more front palate. Like it like you.
I ain't got the one palate, I think.
Yeah, there's no complexity to it. It doesn't linger. The taste doesn't linger. Like it just goes in and it dissipates. It disappears.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't. Yeah.
What got you into drinking this type of beer? Like what stage of your journey did it hit you? Like, man, I gotta get this bourbon stout type of stuff going on.
Well, as you know, I'm a Taylor, so beer's in my DNA. So I've been drinking beer, since college. And then Chris and I, like literally, we used to go to the store and just be like, just get something we never had before. Like, so like that's really how we started, expanding our beer drinking. But this was, man, we've been doing that probably since like 04, 05. Man, probably when we was in Texas, like 02. Yeah, for a long time, we would just go to the store and just try to get something we never had before. And then like around 05, 06, I was introduced to my first craft beer, which was Fat Tire.
Yep.
I remember, like, we was downtown Chicago in a club, me and my frat brothers, right? And we're at this bar, right? Just at the bar, having some drinks. And he was like, man, let me buy you a beer. He bought me a Fat Tire, and they came to the bar with a deuce of beer, like a whole deuce, like the whole bottle, like, here's one for you, one for you. And I was like, I just always remembered it because it blew my mind that they were serving a deuce in the bar. I don't know, I've never seen that before. So
No,
I thought that was interesting.
Hey, that's a good precursor story. Like everything just changed after that.
Yeah, everything changed after that. I was like,
Yeah.
oh man, I want good beer now. So,
Now the deuce, you referring to the deuce in the quarter?
oh no, not the car.
Now, I don't mean
Actually, Josh,
I'm talking about the size of the beer. Would it be uh,
yeah, 22 ounces.
22 ounces? Oh, okay.
For the layman who don't
Okay,
who don't
25.
quite know.
Don't have that Inktown vernacular, right?
For the uninitiated,
For the uninitiated.
that's
Yeah.
what we're referring to.
Man, this is good. I wish I was here to taste this. Crystal better get in here. She
You be
better
a
get
drink
in
up.
here. She gonna come in here. Ain't gonna be no beer.
Yeah, well, you could go upside your head a couple of times.
Yeah, look, let me. Look, I'm pouring her some right now. Let me make sure she gets something.
Yeah.
Whenever this situation dies down, we could do these back live again.
Right? Yeah. Oh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take this to her.
Okay. Well,
Right.
so Grandpa, talk. Let's talk about our beers. So I got the Labatt Blue Canadian Pilsner. I don't remember doing this episode. I'm pretty sure we did. We did the other Canadian beer with the remember.
Oh yeah, we did a couple things. We did
But anyway, this it's Labatt Blue. You can get it in Canada. You can get it in Michigan, in Detroit. It's pretty. It's what you think it is, but it's not bad like old Pooper is talking about. It's decent. Labatt Blue can get you through.
That boy's a 1.5. There's another. That's 1.25. I think I'd rather have the Corona.
Get you through a sporting event. It can get you through a family reunion event. It can get you through.
It have got you through Africa.
It can get you through Africa.
Get you through Africa.
Peace. I just want to make sure everybody see what good beer I'm drinking now.
You're mistaking yours for mine.
Let's see if Grandpa could describe Corona like you can describe your beer. Describe Corona, Grandpa.
Well, like I say, I've already described it in one of the other chapters, but I will add on and say it's still good. about 6.5 or something.
What does it taste like? What is take us down the road. Explain.
Water.
Oh, only thing I can say, it just tastes like good beer. No side off the road, so it tastes like good beer. Tastes like I know what I'm drinking.
Like you know what you're drinking.
Yeah.
That's Goose Island actually makes the beer I'm drinking.
Who makes it?
Goose Island.
Goose Island.
Yeah, are y'all familiar with Goose Island?
Vaguely. I don't have like the knowledge of it.
Goose Island is one of Chicago's breweries. So that's, I was giving y'all my Chicago beers.
I didn't know that.
But it's actually owned by InBev, the people that own Anheuser-Busch.
Oh.
And Budweiser, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Really, that's interesting.
Yeah, so they bought Goose Island, but they let Goose Island make its craft beer the way it wants to. So like this, Goose Island make a lot of trash beer, in my opinion. Their commercial beer is like all trash, but they make some specialty high-end beers very well. And like this is one of them, Bourbon County. But,
so they just make the beer, the trash beer, just so they can, put that money back into the good beer, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the trash beer is what's making the money, because like this stuff, it starts to cost so much because they only make a limited production of it. Right. So they only make it one time each year, and they only make so much. So that's why it's the rarity of the beer that makes the value increase. It's pretty damn good. The Bourbon County actually started the sector of bourbon-based beers, right? So beers that are aged in bourbon barrels. This whole aging of beer process, it was all like started with this particular beer, with the Bourbon County brand stout back in 1990. So like this is like the granddaddy of the sector, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my history lesson, right?
Okay. I'm surprised you're not a silent investor.
I wish I could be. But you know what's funny? I talked about Corona, right? And I made a joke. But man, this Stars Constellation or whoever is the owner of Corona, STR, I think that's their stock ticker symbol. Man, it was so far down. I said, man, I should buy this stock. And I didn't buy it. And now you notice, like when they talk about the coronavirus, they call it COVID-19, right? So Corona, the stock got hammered because the name was associated with the beer and people wasn't drinking the beer as a result. So like sales plummeted, the stock plummeted. And I was like, man, I should buy it because that's really just silly that people, you know what I mean? They ain't got nothing to do with it.
It was going to come back.
Folks gonna come back. Man, I didn't buy it, man. They changed the name to COVID-19. Like, I would imagine behind the scenes, the company had to be pleading with the government, like, stop calling it Corona. Like, what are you doing?
How much was the stock when you were?
Let me look it up.
I want to know.
Yeah, because that was in March. I think it's STR.
Let's look that up. STR. What is this? Is this the star?
No, that's not it. Hold on, let me look it up on my. Did I put them in there?
Constellation STZ.
STZ, that's them.
STZ stock price. Let's see what that is. So it's at 100. Well, maybe I'm wrong. This is $166 a share.
It's like a couple of them. Like one of them you can't. I don't know. I was saying,
well, that particular stock was at the beginning of April was at 142. Now it's back up to 166. So it took a hit, whatever that was.
Wow. It hit 105 on March 23rd. It was in March. I wanted to buy it. So that's up 60%.
Oh yeah, that would have been a nice little.
It was in March because I was like, man, it's just crazy.
The bottom fell out, right?
The bottom didn't completely fall out. It was still $100 a share.
And it stopped falling, and you decided.
Yeah, I didn't buy it, man. Yeah, I've made a lot of bad no buys. I'm good at picking the stock. I'm bad at pulling the trigger, bro.
Sometimes you just gotta jump on it. You just gotta be like, hey, man.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, what are we talking about today? What was the?
Well, you see, what's the topic? Let's talk about what's happening. Oh, let's talk about.
Let me divert to the World Masters. Yes, the World Master athletes. That's the people 55 and over, 50 and over.
Yeah, okay.
Go down to 40-something and over. But anyway, I got the thing on the internet today that the World Masters has been canceled. It was going to be in Toronto,
Yeah.
Since it's a world game with people from all over the world coming, they had to cancel, And so they said maybe they'll pick it up maybe next year again. But I said that to say this, that I'm working hard. So the next time they have a World Masters, that I'm going to be in that first 5.
Yeah, we waiting on you.
There you go.
Man, I'm working hard. I'm dieting right now. I'm going to diet. I'm going to get that weight down where I belong because I found out
drinking this beer.
Hey, Grandpa,
let me say this.
Grandpa, you should probably move the beer out the way when you say you're working hard.
Hey, gosh. I'm not telling you about Tanaka. Now, he got the world record for the 85 to 89. He was 89. He broke with a 15.08 seconds for 100 meters,
Yeah.
So he's going into the 90 to 94. But he don't know I'm going to be there too this time,
Okay.
He's sitting on top of this thing. I'm way down there. In fact, my leg ain't let me run. Last time I tried to participate in a national, remember down in Cleveland, Ohio?
Yeah.
100 meters, I fell, and the knee went out.
Then you got redemption. This is a redemption story.
The redemptions. Everybody likes a redemption story.
You're gonna get there and pull it out, Grandpa. You're gonna be the one. You're not gonna be above top 5. You're gonna be the top 1.
Oh yeah. I'm going all out, man. I'm eating correctly. I'm working out. Since I ain't got nothing to do, no way. I work out every day. I'm doing my stuff.
What's your Corona workout, Grandpa? Since you ain't outside and stuff. What's your Corona workout since you ain't outside and stuff?
I missed that.
What is your workout now because of the Corona situation?
Oh, because of this?
No, not the beer.
Oh. You said Corona.
Because I'm sorry, because the COVID situation.
I got the separation, the distance. I just go from the front to the back, man.
You doing sprints?
All that good stuff. For to be a champion, which I'm going to be.
Yeah.
I remember I said in 2020.
Right.
That I'm going to run them. I'm going to do the better than that 15.0800 meters.
Yeah.
And that's what the record. He's 90 years old doing the 15.0800 now. So them boys don't be playing. I got a list, man. The first 10 guys, man, they in the 15s.
That's running.
I mean, that's running. Some guys came do it in the 70s. So I got to thinking, I say, the legs,
Mm-hmm.
Everything they got to do everything right. So their exercise, their diet, their meditation, everything got to be in line in order to run that at that age,
Yeah.
So ain't no joke,
No,
that's my goal. That's my goal.
Yeah, I want to talk about workout equipment for a second because I was thinking about, not thinking, I was going to buy some a barbell, maybe some weights and stuff a little while ago. But when all this happened, people have started to jack up the prices of workout equipment. Like it went from
everything.
It went from like $1 a pound for like weights to like $2 and $3 a pound. So I remember like over a month ago, I was going to buy a trap bar just so I can make it easier to do squats and stuff. And the bar itself, I think was like $120. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll eat that because I'm thinking the weights are going to be like $1 a pound. By the end, because I was going to buy 2 45-pound weights for each, just to start off, and because I had a couple weight plates at home already, and they're like, oh yeah, so the total will be like 380 something, and I'm like, I only got the bar and the 245. What are you talking about? And they're like, well, it's a shortage and stuff like that. I'm like, man, you a warehouse. There's no shortage.
Man, people buying that stuff.
Oh yeah.
The prices are jacked up though.
I got everything.
It's incredible.
I got everything I need to make me a champion,
Yeah, you just gotta use it.
Yeah, I got me a pull-up bar, and my tricycle or bicycle, whatever we want to call it.
Yeah.
Stationary bike.
I got my weights.
Treadmill.
I'm having trouble getting off the ground.
We got rid of the treadmill.
Oh, you got rid of the treadmill?
Yeah, we threw that out.
It got messed up in a disastrous flood, I guess you'd call it. I had to think.
Grandpa sounded like he was Noah. Like he got destroyed in the flood. Disastrous.
That's hilarious.
This meeting has been upgraded by the host and now includes, unlimited minutes?
Oh, wow. So we've been talking 40 minutes and they're like, all right, we're just going to continue on for free. Look at that.
How about that?
Zoom they done saw merit in what we're talking about today.
They loved it. Shout out to Zoom. All right. Should have bought that stock, right?
Yeah, why not?
Who would have thought? Never waste a good cataclysm.
Man, I was just reading something talking about how much most people, they make their money during a catastrophe.
It's incredible just like Skype had this on lock. They had this particular thing on lock, and overnight Zoom just took it away. Like I don't even know people who use Skype anymore.
Right. Yeah. I got a Skype account, but
Yeah, but like, isn't that wild? Like Skype for years, they had this. It was it. You had a Skype. Like if you didn't have Skype, you weren't working. And now Zoom, in a matter of weeks, just became the new standard.
It was $68.
Technology, you can be on top today, man. But next week, man, you scuffling to get up above water.
Yeah.
That's just how things change so sudden. You know, somebody always coming up with a new something.
Yeah, you got to be at the front of the curve.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, look how quick some things are just flashed in the pans. Like I remember plasma screen TVs was all the rage. Like, oh man, that was a status thing. You had a plasma TV, you were doing something. Now you can't even really find them no more.
She might have bought one about maybe been 20 years ago, maybe better. But I think she paid about $5,000 for the little plasma.
Mm-hmm.
And now, man, you can walk out the store with the best of TVs, 2 or 3 of them for that kind of money.
Oh man, yeah.
You can buy a 4K TV, like a 40-incher, for like $200 now.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's not even TV. Having a big screen TV is like if you don't got a big screen TV, you ain't even came to play. That's just showing up.
Yeah, or you must not want one.
Yeah. Now they've made it so easy to have a TV in every room of your house now. It's
that's why I got one here, one in the background, 2. I mean, I can have TV on my laptop and on my telephone.
And on the telephone.
I'm saturated with communication.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Saturated. That's what the market is now. It's a saturation. But now
I'm gonna see what I'm.
Oh, you want to measure the TV screen?
Hey man, I ain't seen no pictures of this yard. I think you woofing. I ain't seen no.
No, man.
I ain't seen no picture of this yard. Man.
I went to Home Depot to try to improve on it. You know. I bought some stuff, but I can't improve on it because it's perfection out there.
I need to see it.
What I can do is keep it the way it is, but I can't improve because
I can't improve it.
I thought Home Depot was closed. How'd you get to Home Depot?
What you said?
I said I thought Home Depot was closed. How'd you get to Home Depot?
Oh, no, they ain't closed. But you got to get in line.
Oh, okay.
You got your 6, what is it?
Feet.
6 feet or 4 feet apart. And then you got to go all the way into the lumber part. And then you got they count so many and they let them in, you know. Then you got to wait till they count you in. And then when you come out, you know what I mean, everything, the garden supplies are closed. I mean, you can go in there and buy stuff, but you got to bring it back out to the cash register. Ain't no more go out the garden door no more, you know.
Are people adhering to the rules out there?
We was all lined up, people with their face masks on and everything, you know. It was working. It was working.
Okay. Grandpa's like, rain, sleet, or snow, I gotta have the best lawn on the block.
I gotta have
Yeah.
In the belly of this storm, I'm gonna have the best lawn out here.
I don't believe he believes I got that lawn I'm talking about.
I want to see it. I ain't seen no pictures.
Take some pictures, and what I gotta do is just put a pin on there or something. What? I don't know how to send it.
If you take the pictures, Grandpa, when you go to the pictures in your gallery or in your camera, your phone, you select them and then you can send them to people.
No, I just when I'm gonna send to him, you know, like just take a picture.
Man, pick the laptop up and walk outside and point at the grass with it.
Oh. No, I want you to see them from different angles, you know.
Man, that'll be that. We got the aerial view from the balcony.
Oh, okay. Oh, you talking about the backyard?
Yeah. What? The backyard ain't good enough? You got it.
Yeah, it's good enough.
You like, whoa, you can only see the front yard.
It's I forgot about that.
It's not the front. The front yard is the piece de resistance.
I mean, both of them, man, superb.
Man, I need to see it.
Yeah. Well,
how high is it? How many inches is your grass?
Well, I cut it to second to the lowest.
I mean, like
I said I was gonna cut it that size. You know, I don't know how many inches that is, but
it's like 2 or 3 inches.
But I'm gonna cut it, and then I'll cut it twice a week. You know.
Oh.
So it's gonna always look like a perfection.
Perfect.
My grass is starting to grow pretty fast again too. Like I just mowed it a couple days ago. I might have to mow it again like tomorrow or Friday.
Yeah.
It's nice to mow the lawn.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Nice little relaxing thing, mowing the lawn.
Yeah, especially for me, you know, give me some chance to mow the lawn and do a little thinking. You know, that's why I do my thinking at my heavy thinking. You know, I'm cutting the grass, man, and my brain needs to be working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta have it.
And you get your sunlight.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I've been running. So you know the weather semi done broke, so I've been outside running. I got me 6 miles in today. So it was good sun, good time to think, you know, good alone time.
I talked to Sean, he put in 5 this morning.
Nice.
He put in 5 miles this morning out there running. I'm talking about Big Sean.
Well, I didn't do any running today. I just did some lawn. Did some stuff in the garden. I'm about to re-put up you know how there's our back porch has the screens in it. Well, we also got the windows, so I'm in the middle of changing stuff in and out, just doing housework and stuff. So it's not running, but it's labor.
Right.
Sorry to get you.
Yeah. You know, I got some. I ordered that sea moss that you were telling me about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Sea moss is for real, Grandpa. If you never had it, you gotta get some sea moss.
What is it for?
It helped. Uncle Pooper's been taking longer than me. He has a better understanding. If you want to go over that.
What is it for?
Man, it basically is for like everything, really. But it delivers a lot of minerals that.
Is it fertilizer?
Huh?
Is it a fertilizer?
Oh no.
For the human body.
No, it's something you take as a person, not for your grass.
Oh, okay. I thought, y'all got away from that. I'm thinking about y'all talking about.
Yeah, he like, wait, something else to make my grass look better? Hold up.
Yeah, grass would be fantastic.
Sea moss, what does it do? Does it give you energy or what?
Yeah, it's energy. Like I said, a lot of minerals that we tend to miss out of our diet, removes mucus from the body. Yeah, like almost like a well, let's just say energy. Yeah.
Where can I get it from?
I ordered mine online. I don't know, Josh, where you get yours? You ordered from the same person.
Yeah, I ordered from the same place.
That's the name of it, sea moss.
It's what is it, Irish sea moss with bladderwhack or bladderwick?
Yeah, Irish sea moss with bladderwhack.
Yeah,
you can go to a health food store and get that kind of stuff.
Yeah, definitely. So it's like in line with like the Dr. CB diet.
Yeah.
You like Dr. CB.
It's pretty good stuff though, man. Like I
can't go because I got a health store, man. They carry just about everything. You think
I'm pretty sure they're gonna have it.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out. Man. Because energy is what I'm gonna need because when I break that 15.08 meters, I got to be ready.
Well, I know. I've been getting up and running steadily, so I've been taking it probably for about a month and a half now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a focuser. Like, you know, it doesn't. You just feel steady throughout the day. It helps digestive stuff and everything too. Like, I remember Ashley takes energy drinks and stuff in the morning. But since we've been trying this, she said she's felt just as good, if not better. So she hasn't taken any of her energy stuff while she's been working and stuff. So,
what kind of energy? Like Red Bull?
No, like it's I forgot what it was called, but it was like this all natural stuff. But we've been using this sea moss, and it's been working.
Yeah, okay. Sea moss. I'm gonna really try that because I'm gonna need everything I can put together for that 15,800 meters.
You ready, man? You got it.
Hey, if I get down to 15 seconds, you see, I'll be a
World
world class number one.
You mean when you
I'd
crack?
like to take 15
You
seconds.
mean when you crack 15 and run 14 seconds?
Yeah, okay, yeah, I run 14 something. Yeah.
Where you at right now, Grandpa? What's your speed? What's your time?
We won't talk about that.
Hey, slow down.
I've been at that bum knee there.
Yeah, he coming back off an injury.
But I'll tell you what, the best I've ever done, because I found out too, you don't run at 180 when you should be 150. That's 2 or 3 seconds. Best time I ever, 17 seconds for the 100 meters, and that was when I was in my 70s, 77 or something. Remember when I was going up to the Kalamazoo?
Yeah.
17 seconds. That's been what? That was
13 years ago.
2008. That's been what? 12, 13 years, ain't it?
Yeah.
So that was my best time. So you know what I got to do. But I found out I've got to get down to at least 150. I got all the mechanics, except I got that extra weight and a bum knee.
Yeah, everything is wagered on this one race.
It's all right. This guy Tanaka, the Japanese guy, me and him the same age. I was in Japan in 1948.
That's where you met him?
No, I'm thinking I might have because I remember Tanaka. That's been 70 years ago. You know. But anyway, Tanaka, me and him were the same age, and they used to work for the military. You know, Japanese people. You know, worked on the post. They did all the dishwashing. You know, labor work. You know, because of the occupation forces.
Right.
I say it would be funny though if this was the guy I knew of, a Tanaka, young kid. I say it'd be something funny if this was the guy 70 years ago.
Yeah, he just remembered you.
He's ran the beat. If you look on World Masters, he's number one at 15.0800s for the 100 meters.
Something.
Number one?
He's number one in the world. Yeah.
Wow.
He's good. He's good.
Well, that's good. That's interesting.
Yeah. But you got to remember now, I'm saying 15 seconds, the best, and he ended 90. He's 90. you know, you ain't carrying no extra weight.
Yeah, the extra weight to get you, boy.
You got to leave that behind.
If it's 100 meters, I wouldn't be focusing so much on your endurance as much as your leg power. You should be doing a bunch of squats every day, just building up those legs.
All that I'm saying though,
so you can just launch off and just go
all
out.
All that stuff, but you got to get the weight off too.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if you want to get that burst, you want to just keep improving your leg strength. Like, if you keep improving your leg strength because they're your biggest muscle group,
yeah,
then it'll help you burn more calories because you know all that extra stuff's gonna be going to that part of your body.
Yeah, that's what I was working out at the
spa.
And I was doing the quads, everything. I was on the machine and I was getting ready. Except I didn't get the weight off.
Yeah.
Now my main thing now is to get the weight off and continue doing what I'm doing. Man, because I can touch my toes and all that stuff. I can lay on the floor and raise my legs and balance myself, all that,
There you go.
I
don't have the flexibility to do some of that stuff.
Hey, flexibility, that's something.
It's a thing too, Because when you get out there, man, you can't be looking to the side to see where this guy is. Because if you do, he'll smoke right by you. So the thing is, you got to have a discipline to just look to the finish line. And all your energy got to be pointed toward the finish line. The heck with everybody else, you know.
Right.
You just give everything you got with one thing in mind to get to the finish line first.
You see how he said the heck with everybody else? He pointed backwards because they behind him,
There
just
you
like
go.
they are in the race for this yacht, for this best lawn. He like, boy, with the best lawn, they all behind.
You can see them, you know. I'm saying don't look back because they got to be behind you when you be looking back. He's on side.
That's a good point. If you can't see them, they behind you. That's an excellent point.
Yeah, you look coming in your eye, man. You looking down the road. But don't be
do that.
That's a good philosophy, Grandpa. That contributes to a lot of things in life.
Second, man, when you turn your head, you done lost a half a second, a quarter of a second. Sometimes that's the difference between winning and losing.
Yep. You just gotta plow right through it.
Yeah. That is unless you sing both, and you can look back and dance.
Do whatever you want to do at that point.
Turn around and run backwards and all that stuff.
I wonder what I've never seen him do that. But could you imagine? Could you imagine the outrage if Usain Bolt was winning so much he had the audacity to turn around and run backwards and he just crossed the finish line?
He almost, I don't forget which one it was. Might have been
people would melt.
We ran a 9.46 100 meters, but the last couple of seconds there, he climbed a little bit. Now that could have been, he could have maybe ran a 9.4. You know, he had the world record. He ran a 9.46 for the world record. And
when you're that fast, I mean, he's just that much better than everyone else that he's racing against.
You know,
like that's some speed, man.
Oh yeah.
And I remember reading something that said that he was talking about how he doesn't run long distance, like he just works out, and then he just then he does his race. That's interesting. Like that goes back to what I just said a second ago. Like if you're working out your muscle groups, Grandpa, that's going to help you. That might benefit you more than you just trying to run all the time.
You know, have you seen some of these YouTube's commercials, like they ain't commercials, but YouTube or things about Jamaica and their track and field?
No.
I mean they serious, you know. Them kids be out there, man, doing their thing, 9, 10 years old, you know. They don't be playing, man. I mean,
and have interesting conversations.
In Jamaica, it's way bigger than it is here. You know, track and field for the younger generation.
I believe that.
Yeah, because they see they can get a way out.
There you go. That's just like the Kenyans, you know. And they were showing these long distance running. The Kenyans, man, they real serious when they go out on their thing. When they be training, they don't be monkeying around. They be out there because they know this is the road out of here.
Well, what does that mean? Let's talk about that for a second. Why is it that that's the only way a lot of people see out of their situations? I gotta be this. You know what I mean?
Well, all right. Well, that's deep conversation because what's interesting is I've been reading a lot about colonized Africa lately. The scramble for Africa, the Berlin Conference.
Oh yeah.
I had to throw that in there.
Oh, you read about the Berlin Conference?
Yeah. I got a book. I've been reading.
How they chopped it up?
Yeah. I've been reading about all of this. So when you talk about people getting out of Kenya, or the Congo, or South Africa, or Rwanda, Rhodesia, utilizing sports. I mean, man, some of these people ain't got a chance. You know what I'm saying? If they don't have some sort of athletic talent,
they ain't going nowhere.
Like, see, I think Black Americans, Africans in America, right? Africans in America, don't really have the understanding that a lot of them in Africa don't got no public schooling. There's no schooling. Like it ain't no, you can apply yourself, and it ain't none of that. You know what I mean? Like when we was in Jamestown in Ghana, Pops, and they were talking about all the boxers that come out of Jamestown because boxing is the only way out. Yeah. Like either you box or you play football, soccer. Those were the two ways out because it ain't no formal education.
But let me have an add on here. In Kenya, the Kenyans that do the running, they got a little town there where everybody, you know, is aspiring to be, you know, a great marathon runner or whatever. But they come out of Catholic schools. And some of the people that's teaching them, the Catholicism over there is where they have the, what you call education, you know, and they got a lot of people to come and teach them, you know. I was surprised, you know, Catholic school, you'd be surprised. I could name a couple of guys, Kenya, out of Kenya and out of Ethiopia and stuff. They all went to schools, Catholic schools. And so
that's interesting because, you know, right now I'm reading C.L.R. James, History of Negro Revolts.
Okay.
And throughout this book, and then consistent with the Patrice Lumumba book that I was reading, and I just finished up The Looting Machine. But all of these books reference the Catholic Church and these missionaries, and even after, you know, they build their colonies or whatnot, like Leopold in the Congo, all of them were the predecessor to all of them was the Catholic Church and those missionaries going to civilize the native people. So it's interesting because they still play such a prominent role in Africa, the Catholic Church.
Right, definitely so.
So you bring that up, that's, you know, immediate.
We're talking about this particular village where a couple of marathon runners, I can't call their name, let's not write it down. But anyway, they come out of this particular village, but they always going to this Catholic school. And they had some people that trained them, the coaches and everything. They were Catholic, you know. So they got some real back, like they call that, you know, the home for the marathoners, you know. And everybody that's going to school, man, they aspiring because that's their way out, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting though.
That's I want to say add a little something to that, like Grandpa was adding something to that. Aspiring in a situation where you're trying to not be like we're trying to escape your situation is a war tactic, because now you're seeing the people you grew up with as an enemy. So like that goes to Uncle Pooh was talking about earlier about like how the Catholic Church was like the shock troops for colonization. When you get to the point where you're in your homeland and you're like, dang, my home, these people I grew up with are now my enemy, my competitor to get to a better life. How do you expect people to come together if your whole time you're like, man, I love them, these are people I grew up with, but if I don't run faster than them, I'm going to be in a bad situation.
But that's just like in the United States. That's just like in the United States, and we're like, you know, in Inkster or whatever, like, you know, everybody's competing. The get out is, you know, the athletic talent, football, basketball, which is the way in America, in the American hood, right? The easiest way, well, the way that it seems like most of us is pushing towards is to get out via a sport, right?
Right.
And so it's really no different, right? But it's just really survival. Folks trying to figure out how to eat.
It's not a thing that you making enemies, but it's a thing about you being better than they is, because he's striving for the same thing. That ain't your enemy. That's just somebody who wants to get out too.
No, Grandpa, think about it this way. How if
Joshua wanted to reference Nancy Kerrigan.
That's the one with the baseball bat, break a leg?
Yeah, baton or whatever.
That's one way of doing it.
No. What I'm saying is, Grandpa, you're looking at it like in the sense of, oh, this is just good-natured competition. But say this. Say we've maintained the fact that we've always been as Black people at war, right? Trying to, as a community, come up from our situation globally, or just in America, or whatever you want to look at it as. If I'm trying to make sure the status quo stays the same. I'm not making sure that I'm trying to make sure that at the base level, every black person sees another black person in competition, and that's someone they can work with. So if you make it so the resources are so small that only a few people can reach up only through these certain methods, then it's going to be in a situation where no one's going to want to be brought up thinking that the people left and right of you are your helpers, but your competition. And if everyone thinks that way in our community, for the most part, then there will never be stability enough for us to come together, because at the base level, we see each other's competition. And when you see someone's competition, you're not going to work with them, or you're not going to, like, willingly for the most part, because in the back of your mind, there's that seed of doubt that they're here to destroy me.
Well, you know, that takes in the almighty dollar. But somebody that kind of suppressed that was the youngsters in the handicap field.
Say more about that.
One of them failed and they all came back, you know.
Uh-huh.
And they're saying, the hell with the winning, you know. They all grabbed on, they finished all together, you know. Of course, that that don't it don't make you no money, but it looks good.
Yeah, but like that's not the circumstances we're in. Like that would be lovely.
I'm saying in a society like this, the almighty dollar, you know, you ain't got time to be going to help somebody that failed to get up. I feel in Cleveland, man.
Oh yeah, I remember. No one came back. No one came back. They all kept running. I remember. No one came back. They all kept running.
Yeah, that's right. They all kept running. Well, I looked at the time. I was looking at the time the other day. I mean, today, the World Masters, because they got all the times whenever you ever ran, you know, from 2000, when I started in 75. I'm back. But anyway, when I saw the times, I said, what in the devil did I do running a 20-something second 100 meters, you know? But then it said, at some part, I mean, some name, but then it said Cleveland, and all of a sudden it popped into my mind.
Right.
Yeah. Because I did finish, but I just got up and, you know, and jogged in.
All right.
I finished, so my time, you know, they record the time, you know, you finish, you know.
Yeah, you finished.
Man, I wasn't nowhere near. I couldn't figure that out until I remember falling, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, it's definitely, it's a lot of layers to it, and it's not like we can just talk the solution to existence at this moment. But it's definitely a situation where, and I was talking to my friend earlier about this, where hopefully I can help my son. Hopefully I can raise my son this way, if this is the right way or if it works. But we were talking about how too many of us want to preach being kings and queens, and I made the statement of, be a king and a queen at your own house. Be a regent of the community, where we're all on the same level. We're all trying to bring it up. Because if universally everyone's doing well, not saying millionaires or anything like that, because if that's possible, great. But I'm saying that if there's a way where the people around you, like especially in our community, are able to be well, and wellness is the key, and you're like, well, health wise, well, financially, where you don't got to worry about little things completely destroying you, taking you off course, we'd all be better. We'd all be better for it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You know.
And it's hard to, and like, it's too many people that want to be the boss. Like, I'm a boss of my you know, like people with one employee companies, like I'm a boss, and like they have that because no one can tell them what to do mentality, but it destroys their ability to commune. And if you can't relate to people, then how are you going to like build something the customers want? How are you going to build good business relationships? How are you going to expand? How are you going to make more money for yourself? If your goal is just to make money, then you're poor. You're never going to get out of the situation. But if your goal is to improve your situation, those around you, you'll never be without, because you'll be constantly looking for solutions as opposed to figuring out your problem. Y'all like this light skinned dude know what he's talking about. He's too young.
I mean, you know,
I'm looking for different comments there.
No, make a comment. I mean, we have a conversation.
I'm looking for some different comments, you know,
Oh,
on that particular thing. But, you know, I'm finding out one thing, though. unity, the your spiritual aspects, your mental aspects, and your physical aspects all got to be in sync and be one. And to go to the height, you cannot go with two of them. You got to have all three of them. So when you see a person that reached the top, whether he shows it or not, his unity of all three of them is together. He got his, in other words, he's in sync. He got it together. How that sound?
Oh, that sounds solid.
Because I'm thinking, if I'm going back to Tanaka, you know, he ain't just getting his quads and getting his what you call them together. No, he's doing some meditation. He's doing everything it takes to become a unit. And that's how you got to do it. So I don't think you're gonna find no cracks in his line. That's why I come out of all the people, he's number one, 15.0800, you know. So you gotta put it together. You gotta out of the field, they exercise the first 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
And he's number one out of the first 100. They 1,000. I'm talking about, but the first 100 is in the World Masters, you know, and they label you as you go down the line. You know?
Right.
So he's together. All I can say. I like to know what he's doing, you know. Maybe Tai Chi, but whatever he's doing, he's doing it right.
Well, Grandpa, I mean, you got when you win, you got, you know, all the hard work you're doing. Yeah, grab the Corona when we're talking about this. When you win, it's going to be all worth it. All your focus, everything.
Yeah, I like that word, focus, man. That's the key.
We're drinking with this pinky
Implementation.
curled up.
Put it all and make one unit out of it, and that's going to lead me.
Stuff, man.
That's going to lead me to be number one.
Yeah, that's what's going to be.
I've been going to the doctor, you know, hey, you old man, you got arthritis, we can't help you. But I ain't believing that. I believe I can fix it up.
It's going to be something. That's going to be the clash of the Titans. You versus Tanaka. who can be secure the one spot?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
Oh well.
Well, yeah. I guess we're winding down. I'm glad we got to do this. This is probably our longest show ever.
I was gonna say it was enjoyable. You know, I learned something about good beer.
There you go.
I learned something about bad beer.
By the way, I'm rating this a 9 out of 10.
A 9?
9. Man.
This is delicious.
Best I can do with this is a 6.
Best I can do with that is 1.5.
Oh,
that's a 1.5. Joshua drinking a 1.25. And this a 9.
Yeah,
that's
well,
okay.
In other words, what you're saying, we got room for improvement.
It's a lot of room there.
Yeah, all right.
You join us next week, Uncle Pooh Bear? You taking a break?
I don't know. I might come on back. I'm
It's not like we going anywhere.
I'm right. I'll go nowhere anyway, man. This whole shelter in place, it ain't changed nothing for me. I'm in the house. Like what you say, I'm a boss. Look, I ain't got to be nowhere.
Well, next week we might have Uncle Pooh Bear back. He might be a recurring guest.
Yeah, who knows, right?
Why not?
Yeah. Well, let's see. Let me see what I got for next week. I'm gonna try to get something different. I'm gonna try to get something a little more upscale. Uncle Pooh Bear's gonna be around now. Where you gonna be?
We're gonna class up this joint, man.
Well, let's make it a thing to where my progression, track and field. Let me every week see where I'm at, and
all
reaching 15 point, beating that. What is it now? Who said 14? Under 15.
Yeah, 14.99. That's
what's all right. So what's your time right now? So we can that'll be the baseline.
Oh man, we don't want to talk about that.
All right. Well,
man, I know what I had been running at 180, 175. But I know right now, at my best, I probably could maybe do 20 seconds, 100 meters.
Well, you just got to knock 5
I
seconds
had
off there.
5 seconds to make up. Remember now, I ain't been running.
5.1.
Huh? But I mean,
That's
I'm
what said 5 seconds, 5.1 seconds,
Okay.
14.99.
That's how
Let me
guessing.
figure out. I'm gonna have Ashley time
I
it.
got a
100
rough
meters. I'm
road.
gonna figure out what 100 meters is in my neighborhood, and I'm gonna try to do 100 meters. See how fast I am, Grandpa. You might blow me out the water. I don't know. I ain't got the meters in a minute. All right. Well, let's wind down this special episode. That you know what? Every episode.
Let me say this about fast and slow. I was down in Utah.
Dang, man.
And, that was at the qualifying year for the Nationals. And I seen this guy, Don Cheeks. He was running against a guy named Harry Brown. But anyway,
Cheeks versus
I mean,
Brown.
it was competition, man. It was over Pittsburgh, it was at Louisville and all that. But anyway, I was looking at the time that he ran, and I thought he just blew me away because I mean I was still just recuperating from my other problems, you know, leg don't work right. But anyway, he ran a 17. I said to myself, that's all he did.
Wow.
He ran a 17. I thought, man, because he blew everybody away there in Utah. You know, he ran a 17. I said, shit, he got 2 seconds to catch up with Tanaka.
Wow.
So I was just thinking, I thought that, you know, that he did win the gold there in Utah. But up against the world-class runners, man, he got a whole lot of work. There's a whole lot of guys, 16 seconds, you know.
Mm.
Well, we're gonna get
Anyway,
you.
I had to say that, you know. He gave me hope, man.
14 seconds, man. Let's go.
All right. So that's
All
what we
right, y'all,
talk about. So next week after we do our beer, y'all take me to task about where I'm at physically.
You at 20 seconds right now. We're gonna say 20. And
Deal.
you're gonna give us next Wednesday, you're gonna tell us what time you ran. And we're gonna go from there.
It might be Wednesday after that one. I'm working on that a little bit though, man.
You got it, man.
You got it, Grandpa.
It's just a little, you know, can't put no weight on it, get it running, all of a sudden it just disappeared, you know.
You can't tell us to hold you accountable, then start making caveats. You're like, well, my knee messed up, so push it back a little bit. A little something.
But anyway, in the meantime, I'm gonna get me a beer that, you know, I ain't gonna that stuff that people talking about, the orange peeling and stuff.
Yeah.
Next week I'm gonna find me a beer's beer.
Okay.
Good. Anything's better than that. Only up from there, man.
All right.
You met the seller. We're on the way up now.
All right.
Go with that. Yeah.
So
Go ahead.
officially, Grandpa, let's well, thank you guys for coming. We're gonna do this again next week, same time. I'm in the show now. Grandpa, sign off. You gotta sign off.
I'm gonna sound off on the salute dad.
You want to sign off, Uncle Pooh Bear? You good?
Yeah. Little piece of good beer, good people.
Little piece of hair grease.
There you go.
All right. Oh.